So this is Saturday, the 3rd of May, and I thought this road that was going to take me down through the valley, but it doesn't. It got narrower and narrower, and then we come across these horses, and they come and got a drink. There's a place to get a drink right there, and looks like whoever owns these horses makes sure they've got water, and they seem to be very peaceful. They're not worried about me, and let's go over here and look. This is really a pretty steep valley, and if I was I could probably continue on this road, but I didn't see a sign that said I could do this, and I don't want to get myself in a predicament where I can't turn around. I've already crunched the shit out of the car, but I'm going to go down here because this is cement. If I was really brave and crazy, knew the area, I would go down this road. But I'm not. I'm going to turn around. There's a restaurant here somewhere. We're going to find a place and have a picnic. That's what we're going to do. But not on this road. This is too scary. I'm talking to the horses, but they told me they need me to translate, so they're not interested. So we've come down this road, number 2910, and we're just looking for a place to picnic. We're up in the mountains, and we came across, I would call it Endoa, E-N-D-O-I-A. I don't think it's a restaurant, but there's a very unusual little church and chapel here, and I just wanted to show it to you. Maybe we can get in. This camera doesn't do far away shots, but if the trees weren't in the way, you can look out and see the ocean. So let's go take some pictures and see what we can see with this church. So it's got like a miniature rose window, and if you know anything about cathedrals in Europe, the rose window is always spectacular. So as we've been driving through these mountains, I've been looking for evidence of Roman or Celtic habitation. I just haven't found any. And I know my Celts. I know their history, and I know what to look for. But I think you can probably see the coastline here from this angle. I went around the side of the church. But everything up here is just green. All different kinds of green. Just gorgeous. So the road had an intersection back there with no signs, and we chose this one, and so you see what the road looks like. But look at this spectacular view. This is something in a painting. So I don't know what road that is down there. That could be that could be the A8, the Autostrada. I think it is. And then there's another major highway comes into that, and then if we look out there, there's the Atlantic. And then I'm just going to pan around. I think we're going to have our picnic right up here.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, why not? With a view like this. And I want to show you right behind me.
There's an old church. Look at that.
Right behind me, there's an elevation marker up on top. I don't know what's wrong with my throat. I want to go up there. There has to be a path. Look, there's a cross up there.
There might be a path down there.
And there's an elevation marker. I'm going to go up there and say my respects to the cross.
What do you think that is out in the water?
So, my car is making strange noises. I'm going to walk up there where the cross is. And then we're going to have a little bite to eat here and just marvel at the sight. Isn't that amazing? We're going to sit right there. Alright, I have to change my battery and then figure out if I gotta, how do I get up there? Well, I know how I'm gonna walk right up there. It says 30% left, so there was an old guy come. No, he came from somewhere. We met him on the road. So, okay, I'm going to shut this off. And then I'm going to climb over the fence. And I'm going to walk up to that cross. I didn't have to climb over anything. There's like a little swinging gate, those metal rods. So I moved them out of the way. And I got in here, didn't have to climb over anything. So now we're going to go up and say our respects to the cross. Well, I don't know what the elevation is, but I ran out of breath pretty quick. And here's the other side of this. I don't think I'm on a mountain, but the other side of the ridge, and got to go up there. So it's on the other side. There's no wind, and it just smells gorgeous up here. That's where I came from, and I'm almost there. There's my cross. It's coming up. Right there it is. Maybe I can find out how high it is. I know it's really steep, look. And that's the other side of the ridge. Hope I don't get blown off. That'd be terrible for me. Well, here's the elevation marker. Doesn't tell me how high it is, but that's north, going that way. And then we have to drop down a little bit, and there's the cross. I'll have to say my pittance to the cross. Well, I don't know what got recorded. My camera's acting goofy, so I'm redoing it. And the cross is poured out of concrete, a concrete base. So it took quite some work to get this thing up here. And I think this is a rock outcropping, and then they poured cement over the top of it. And I've been looking around. I don't see any evidence of Celtic or Roman habitation, and in other parts of Europe I would find. Although you can see, it looks like this may have been an old road that was made. And there's those towers. I'm almost as high as the towers, maybe a little higher, I don't know. But in any event, I'm going to shut this off, and we're going to go down and have our lunch. So a motorcyclist came up here. He may be talking to Maria, I don't know. I don't even see her. So I'm going to continue. Looks like he's going to get up and ride away.